Zing is getting the ball. Come on, Calderon. Not trying to do that. Come on. Wide open. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, why? Come on now. Every time I tip that fucking ball. That's my fault. It's a foul, but it's a layup? What the fuck? Yo, come on. He can make layups. Shit. Really? What? Melo doesn't get that? Damn. Get that shit out of here.
And I'm shooting with a 29. Oh. On today's episode of NBA 2K TV, we shoot threes and talk 2K ratings with Anthony Davis and vote on your top plays of the month, with the winner going home with the most VC that we've ever given. Tune in now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the New York Knicks. Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. Big change for the Knicks last year was implementing the triangle offense. Obviously, didn't exactly go how they wanted, but Shaq, how long do you stick with the triangle before you consider some other shape?
You know, being a master of triangology, you know, is very, very difficult.
Let's get the starting lineup. The visiting New York Knicks. At shooting guard.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Brooklyn, New York, as the Nets take it to the hardwood here at the Barclays Center. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a loss to the Spurs.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And New York, looking at who they've got. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Vujacic. Then there's Calderon. And it's Lopez in at the center position. 6 on the shot clock. The wide open look here for Lopez. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And how about that? Just an easy way to get on the board.
And just like that, Greg, the first lead belongs to them.
And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Calderon. Lopez a screen. Anthony in the corner. Pulls up on the wing. Lopez kicks to Anthony. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anthony's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time
Why, Lopez?
rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it.
Here's Lopez following the basket by Brook Lopez. Lopez with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. 11 feet away. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
You know, on the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game. Some of the best numbers of his career.
Now here's Anthony. Following the miss by Brook Lopez. Here's Porzingis. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And now the Knicks on the break. On up the court. Calderon passes to Anthony.
Hard to believe this, but Carmelo feels as if he's been underrated.
Come on,
as a
niggas, let's
superstar
go.
at this point in his career, and I'm sure there are a lot of conflicting opinions on that topic.
The Nets with the lead. Johnson with it. 14 points from him the last game against Milwaukee.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
And he gets the bucket. For Carmelo, the numbers are there for him to be treated as a Tier 1 star still, I think, Clark, but it's hard to call him underrated.
Yeah, I think he'll be underrated until he's able to get to the championship round or maybe even win a ring. There's one thing that's clear, though. He's been under a lot of pressure since he's come into the league, and he hasn't been underrated in that regard.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Brown outside. Over to the left wing. Lopez kicks to Brown. The pass to Johnson. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony right side. Some nice passing by New York here. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bargnani has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Young. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Brown. And Shane Larkin subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Now here's Calderon after the miss from Joe Johnson. Lopez, a screen on Johnson. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
Now here's Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. A step-back shot here. Misses off the right iron.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
Anthony's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Poked away. And here we go. Fast break. Calderon's got it. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Calderon. And that's 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Larkin. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee. To the paint to end the run. And Robinson with the layup.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. Johnson's got the ball.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. They set the pick. Calderon passes to Porzingis. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Porzingis has got his second basket of the game. Nets trail by 4. There's a screen by Robinson. No one near him. Jump shot is good that time.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Anthony. 10 points for him. Lopez left side. Pass to Calderon. And it's good. Pop through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's good. That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
The Knicks making a switch here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. Derek Williams, he checked in for Anthony. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Sasha Vujacic. A baseline J, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
They set the pick. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. In the corner, it's Galloway. Shot clock at 6. Williams dishes to O'Quinn. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Knicks lead by 5. Here's Larkin. To the inside. Here's Bargnani.
We don't get that.
Bargnani's got his first points in this one.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game.
Play me, son.
And some tough times for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested.
They pulled all the strings to get me here.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
You know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blocker, and it does intimidate them.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Calderon and Galloway are the guard set. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Williams. And it's Thomas in at the 3.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
To the left side wing. Young against Williams. Lets it go from 11. And a pick comes off the rim, but it sinks right in. 8 points here for Thaddeus Young. Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
Williams kicks to O'Quinn, and he gets it to go. O'Quinn's got his second basket. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Jack against Calderon. Inside, Lopez with the steal. 3-on-3. Cannot hit. And New York the other way now.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the
See, I don't like that niggas don't like pick niggas up so fucking weird.
And looking out of the hustle game.
1 second getting like Dean niggas
They've
up, the
come out
next
and
second
attack mode on the
nah.
defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Williams kicks to Thomas. Dishes it to Calderon. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. One thing about Jose Calderon, you could see the frustration in him last season playing a career low 42 games, and his averages were down pretty much, Greg, across the board.
Yeah, and Kevin, he was brought in to kind of invigorate the Knicks' point guard position, but following a preseason calf injury, you know, he missed the team's first 13 games and never was able to really get going. Remember, coming into a new system where he had to learn how to play differently, and then after all that, you know, you have to shut him down because of that left Achilles.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And getting back to Jose Calderon, he's been an extremely efficient shooter for a point guard, 48% from the field throughout his career. But last season, he couldn't hit it at all. I mean, he dropped down to 41%.
A different look for New York. Anthony comes in for Lance Thomas, and it's Grant in for Jose Calderon. Jack passes to Brown. Jack against Grant. And Jack kicks to Young. And there's the whistle.
What?
The shot. He'll go to the line.
Yo, shit's on fucking manual. Why'd he do that? I didn't push a button.
Going on Williams.
Come on.
And you know, on the topic of Jose Calderon, his game is predicated on getting others involved. Last season, he had Anthony to throw it to, and really pretty much no one else. So defenders could key on him a little more, causing him, I thought, to become just a little less efficient.
Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4,
hey, why
he
won't
can
you
go
go get
inside and
somebody,
outside, too.
Lopez a screen. Brown dishes to Jack. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Jack's got his first points of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here's the screen. Here's Anthony, and it's sent back by Lopez. Outside Jack. The screen from Brown. Jack passes to Brown. Young with the ball. Working on O'Quinn. Young's shot is off.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
It's rebounded by New York, and this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Brooklyn leading by 4.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Tips it up, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And it's 6 points for Brook Lopez.
What the like, this shit is bugging, man. Point us to the manual.
Smooth, guys. Very good job there of getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
And you know, those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes as much as any single play in a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't allow, if you're the opponent, to have that guy continue to beat you in that manner on the backcourt.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, there was a bunch of stuff that went wrong for the Knicks last season, and we don't have enough time to get into all of it. And one thing that was at least decent was their play within the division.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Well, last season, the Knicks did finish last in the Atlantic Division, but they at least took 5 games off the rest of the teams.
Yeah, and listen, they would like to avoid slipping back into the mid-2000s when they came in last in that Atlantic Division 4 out of 5 years. The division is still up for grabs year to year, so maybe the Knicks can get back on track faster than most teams that only win 17 games. And great effort on the boards, and what a mean that was, Gary. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the bunker.
That shot wide open. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Clock at 6. And Bogdanovich kicks to Bargnani. Unloads from 9, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Bogdanovich. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Grant, that's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need. And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And that one hits back iron.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Larkin kicks to Bargnani. They set the screen. Shot off the screen. They get it again. Pass to Larkin. Over Anthony. Hands the 12-footer.
That one shot.
Larkin's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And so we conclude the first half.
Of course.
Lead by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Jose, you started out strong.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jets. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
Been a big game for Young. He's got 10 points. And he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
Brown at the 2 with Johnson at the 3. Young out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Jack in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. Shot's good.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
To the middle, here's Young, and that one is hammered home.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Grant dishes to Williams. Anthony kicks to Galloway. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Galloway has got his second bucket of the game to go. Brown outside. kicks it to Jack. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 6 points for Jarrett Jack.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
They get a hand on it. Young with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Young's got 14 points for the game.
Just a good, solid, aggressive finish there on the break.
Not going to get much easier than that, Greg. Simple. You know, last season, Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Porzingis comes in for Derek Williams. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Langston Galloway. And it's Calderon in for Grant. Fires from 14. Johnson can't get it to go. Young last year, as you mentioned, GA, shipped to Brooklyn, provided good punch off the bench.
Yeah, and Young is so efficient in his scoring that he's a great guy to play heavy minutes off the bench. Shot over 50% from the floor in his games with the Nets.
Shaq with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Lopez against Jack. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson's shot is off.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Here's Porzingis. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. Porzingis has got 6.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Jack against Calderon, and Jack kicks to Brown. Young outside. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 16 points here for Thaddeus Young. Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
Yeah, that's a great fadeaway to borrow from, for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
Lopez, a screen on Johnson. Anthony, the pass to Lopez. Lets it go. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And let's look at some numbers for Jack, how he performed last season. Averaged about 12 points a game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job. And the numbers certainly support that. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Johnson with it. Now Anthony defending. They double-team Johnson. It's stolen by Anthony. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeked.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
The shot's good from Lopez.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
There's the screen. Lopez a screen. It's Anthony with the drive. Here's Vujacic. Lopez left side. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
Good ball move. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Nets were pretty far back from relevance at times last season, as we saw. It took a late season hot streak for them, Greg, to get into the playoff picture.
Yeah, and that was a neck-and-neck race with the Pacers right till the very end. Not exactly what they had in mind at the start of the season, but they did pull through. Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Brown dishes to Jack. Down low, Lopez. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Passes to Porzingis. Inside. Lopez kicks to Vujacic. Lopez a screen, and the foul called on Joe Johnson. That's his first foul.
And, you know, for the Nets, they ended up being bounced out of the first round, fell to the #1 seed Hawks. They put up a good fight against Atlanta and made the series interesting, but still came up short.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Bargnani is checked in for Young. Bogdanovich comes in for Markel Brown. And Ellington is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Shane Larkin's checked in for Johnson. Outside Anthony. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cuts off the pass. And here's the break. And that's good from Bargnani on the assist by Larkin. Larkin's got his 4th assist in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Outside Anthony. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. The pass to Porzingis to the inside. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Lopez. The Nets have gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Lopez, a screen on Calder. The drive by Lopez. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Lopez has got 10 points in the game. Knicks trail by 11. Outside Anthony. Kicks to Lopez. Pass to Porzingis. A 3-ball. The shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Larkin kicks to Bargnani. Floats one up, and it's blocked. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here.
Coming onto the floor for your Nets, Thomas Robinson.
12 seconds left to play here in the third. 5 on the clock. Here's Lopez. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake.
I want to see.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail biter here, but you never know.